Welcome to our video explaining our lesson plan on inquiry-based and cooperative learning.
Good day, I am Ms. Masego, along with my colleagues Ms. Likoto, Ms. Mbani and Ms. Nasi. In this video, we are going to be showcasing key elements of a lesson that we prepared as a group to incorporate inquiry-based learning and cooperative learning activities. It will also focus on the context and learning objectives of the lesson. Firstly, for our lesson to be a success, we had to take into consideration the context of the school, which is in a sub-urban area where educational resources like libraries, computer centers are freely accessible. These assisted us into knowing and identifying the type of material we're going to use for our lesson to be a success. Secondly, we took into consideration the learner profile, which assisted us into knowing who our learners are, their strengths and weaknesses, in order to be able to formulate a smart task that would cater all their needs. My colleagues will then go into details about all these segments of our lesson here. We will first discuss the lesson objectives, the pertinent questions, and the introduction of the topic.
With regards to the lesson objectives, at the end of this lesson, learners must be able to explain the process of cellular respiration and how energy is released in the form of ATP. They should be able to explain the influence of exercise in the cellular respiration, which includes oxygen demand and increased glucose breakdown. And lastly, they should be able to evaluate the importance of regular exercise in maintaining healthy cellular respiration and the production of energy. So for the lesson to be relevant to the learners' daily lives and day-to-day activities, the teacher can put in mind the following pertinent questions when doing the designing and preparation of the lesson. So the first pertinent question can be, what happens to your body when you do not eat the whole day? And then learners can answer by saying they feel dizzy or weak. Then the second pertinent question can be, what happens to your body when you start running? And then possible answers for this one can be heavy breathing and the heart beating faster. The lesson starts with the teacher linking the previous topic to the current topic, which is photosynthesis and cellular respiration. So basically, the products of photosynthesis are going to be used as reactants in cellular respiration. The visual aid used in this introductory phase is a YouTube video. Then the learners will be asked to jump for 30 seconds without stopping, and then pair up and discuss what they feel in the whole process of jumping.
Coming to our next segment on the lesson plan, we are going to focus on the learning and teaching moments that will take part during the lesson. So firstly, I as the teacher will explain on the topic of cellular respiration along with its importance and also the stages that are involved in that process. Secondly, the learners will take part in a mnemonic technique whereby they have to sing out the chemical equation of photosynthesis, whereby I, as the teacher, will clarify that the equation is the opposite or the reverse when it comes to cellular respiration. Secondly, I, as the teacher, will assign my learners in groups of 5 where they take part in a very fun and engaging game. And I will provide them with a small box where inside it consists of the examples of the types of aerobic and anaerobic activities. And randomly so, each learner will have to pick and say whether it is anaerobic or aerobic, and I as the teacher will provide verbal feedback. Thirdly, in groups of 5, learners will be assigned to take part in a problem-based task where they have to inquire whether the rate of photosynthesis has an effect on the rate of respiration. They will do so by first identifying the problem, work on it, and try by all means to come up with the most possible solutions. The main purpose of this task is to enhance their critical thinking skills, teamwork, collaborative skills, communication skills, and lastly, problem-solving skills.
Before the lesson is concluded, the learners will be given a small task in which they have to complete in groups of 6. And this small task Learners will have to go conduct research on the topic of cellular respiration. They will then use this research to design a poster that has to be creative, engaging, and very importantly, informative. This poster will then be presented by the learners to the class and will be assessed using a rubric by their teacher.
We can agree that we saw the importance of the two strategies of teaching, which is the inquiry-based learning method and the cooperative learning method, because it will help students to develop a better understanding of the content. It will also help them to retain the information more faster and make it difficult for them to forget everything that they have learned, because it was more engaging and they had to explore and find out on their own.